Hello and welcome to my channel. If you're new, then please consider subscribing. I put a lot of effort into the channel and I'm currently around 370 subscribers away from being able to monetize it. Now, it's never going to make me a millionaire. More likely it'll be a couple of pence, but in my head it will be easier to justify the hours that I spend editing and filming, etc. Now, I vlog all my race weekends in the Pirelli Super Series 600 Championship, which is at no limits. So if it's onboard race action you want to see, then here is the place to do that. In this video, I'm going to try and show you what I do in order to get around Snetterton at a reasonable pace. So hopefully there'll be some hints and tips in here what will help you go faster, more safely. Finally, this episode is sponsored by Exercise, a fitness equipment retailer. If you're looking for some fitness equipment, then go and check out the website, and if there's anything on there that you fancy, link in the description, then there's 10% off with discount code Tommy556. The bike I'm riding here is a Yamaha R6. Now, it had been a very cold and wet weekend, however the last race was totally dry, if not a little bit cold. Approaching turn 1, pick out your brake marker and back 2 gears. Now, it's not important to hit the first apex here, although I did on this occasion. It is important to hit the second apex. Don't be frightened of letting the bike run what feels wide mid-corner, somewhere around the middle of the track. This will enable you to open the exit and get on the power down towards the hairpin. Going into the hairpin, it would be easy to approach it and think you're getting on the brakes dead late. Now, obviously, it is important to get on the brakes late and, enter the corner as quickly as you can. However, what you mustn't do is sacrifice your apex and therefore your exit. Time is definitely made on the exit here, not on the entry. My approach with turn 3 is to try and let the bike roll in a little bit wide on the entry, because what you're aiming for is the apex right at the very end of the corner, hitting the curb there and then applying the power carefully as you're going over a crest, and you're going to lose some rear traction, but again it's all about the next short straight down towards the hairpin. Turn 4, the hairpin, is similar to turn 2, which is also a hairpin, however this one's left-handed. Again, you're looking for that late apex, standing the bike up nice and straight and opening that throttle as far as you can. Turn 6 is a great overtaking opportunity if you can line the person up to get a run on them out of turn 5. Now here, again, you're trail braking all the way to the curb. You need to try and get the bike turned as much as possible so you can try and make this next part as straight, because there's actually kind of 2 parts to turn 6, which is known as oggies. So if you can turn the bike in the first part, you can then make a straight line towards what we call turn 7, which goes on the back straight. As you might have guessed, turn 7 onto the back straight, it's all about the exit. This is a really long straight, so this is why I achieved the highest top speed on the R6. So don't go for that curb straight away on the inside. You want to be clipping it as far round as you can, opening the throttle and using all of the track on the exit. Run down the back straight is pretty fast. I use the 3 board as my braking marker. Now if you're on 1000cc, it's probably going to be a little bit before then. If you're on a CB500 or similar, it's probably going to be a little bit after then. What we're trying to do here is just reduce our speed gradually once we start turning, as it's all about the following right-hander. If you carry too much speed around the left, you're not going to be able to stay on top of the curb on the left-hand side. It's really important here to try and open the entry to turn 9, which is the right-hander. Be careful not to carry too much apex speed, as from the apex sort of through to the exit, it's off camber and it's notorious for losing the front. You can build up a good bit of speed as you approach the bomb hole. However, as I go through it, I'm not trying to accelerate, but I'm also not trying to slow down once I get to the apex. I'm going through on a neutral throttle to try and not unsettle the bike, as the compression does that for you. The second to last corner, can be a little bit of a daunting one. My technique all the way around this corner is to try and not do anything with the controls to unsettle the bike, which would move weight forwards or rearwards and could result in a moment. So here it's all about being smooth. Being a little bit wide mid-corner to pull it as far over to the right-hand side as you can, again, just like we did in turn 8 and 9, except the opposite way over, so we can open the left. You should be over to the right hand side of the track, giving yourself a nice open final corner. Now here it's important not to get on the throttle too hard, as there is a reasonable chance of a high side. Ask me how I know. I'll now play the same lap back uninterrupted without any narration. And there we have a 1 minute 57 lap. I hope my comments have been useful or insightful for you. Let me know if you have any questions on certain areas of the track, and I'll do my best to help you. If you have enjoyed this video, then as I said at the beginning, I would urge you to subscribe, because it's nice to know that people are watching the videos and appreciating them, because it does take quite a lot of time to edit them. Go back, have a look at my other videos. I'm sure you'll enjoy some of them. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.